Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to make another video but in my bathroom, of course, because I think that I can. Huh. So today I'm going to talk about 10 alternate characters in comic books. Because I think that in comic books there are so many different universes that I think that you can find what you like. So let's see what is waiting for us in different universes. Let's go. Number 10. Number 10, Alien Scanner. Okay, so in the comics Aliens, there is another continuity called the Kenner's continuity, and in this continuity, the aliens or xenomorphs are very very different. There are so many different kind of xenomorphs in this story. For example, I remember that there is a xenomorph, a rhinoxenomorph, and there is even a kind of snake xenomorph. Like I have read the first Aliens Omnibus, Volume 1, and I think that this omnibus is just amazing. I think that if you are a huge Aliens fan, you need to read this omnibus. You need to read this amazing omnibus. I highly recommend to people to read this omnibus. And yes, in this universe, Ellen Ripley, she is still alive. Number 9, Robin 3 Millions. In another universe, Robin was the only Wayne survivor. In another universe, Robin was the only survivor of the Wayne's family. Okay, let's go. In this universe, we learned that there is a species of alien who this. Let's go. In this universe, we learned that there is a species of extraterrestrial aliens who wanted to destroy the Wayne family. When the aliens knew that when the aliens have discovered that there was still a Batman in this universe, they wanted to kill and to destroy everything that the Wayne family have ever done in their life. And so, in order to protect the Earth against the aliens, Batman decided to kill himself, and he wanted Robin to technically follow what the Waynes did in order to protect the Earth against the aliens, because the aliens did manage to conquer the Earth, but of course Robin and even Batman, like, they didn't want to have aliens on Earth, so Batman decided to send Robin on a mission to protect the Earth against the aliens. Yes, the story is basically like that. Number 8, Bullet Point Spider-Man. So, like the DC universe, Marvel has so many different Earths that I think that you can find what you like the most. And Bullet Point is probably one of my favorite stories. I really love this amazing comic book. In this story, we learn that for the first time, Peter Parker become Hulk. And this means that here, of course, Bruce Banner becomes Spider-Man. In this universe, Bruce Banner was bitten by a spider, and of course, because Bruce Banner was a grown man, the spider DNA and the spider bites was very, very, very complicated to handle for Bruce Banner, but he did manage to handle everything, and he managed to become Spider-Man in this universe, and he teamed up with Mr. Fantastic, who became another version of Nick Fury against one of the most powerful villains, Galactus in this universe. In the number 7 spot, we have Young Justice Nightwing. I think that a lot of people have watched the Young Justice series. Of course, I have watched all the 4 seasons of Young Justice, and I think that some people don't know that the Young Justice is another universe. Young Justice took place on Earth 16. This is another universe. Anyway, so in the universe of the Young Justice, Dick Grayson is Robin. He was still with Batman, and he was similar to the original Robin. Here, Robin also has a relationship. Here we learned, or we see that Robin managed to kiss Zatanna. I don't want to be mean, but like she kissed Robin. Okay, like she kissed him. I don't want to be offensive, like, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, Starfire and Robin are an amazing couple, but, like, Zatanna, Robin, I'm not going to judge, I'm not going to say anything, but, yeah, Young Justice. After that, in the following seasons, Dick Grayson became Nightwing, and he also has another, and if I remember well, he did manage to have a relation. He also has a relationship with Batgirl. Ah, okay. Okay, I think that Dick Grayson well loves women. I can understand why, of course, but yeah, I'm not going to judge. Number 6, Flashpoint Batman. Of course, I have read Flashpoint and all the other Flashpoint comic books related. I need to read the new Flashpoint Beyond, but I have watched Flashpoint Batman, and this comic is amazing. Like a lot of people, I really love the fact that in another universe, Thomas Wayne became Batman. Let's go. In this universe, Bruce Wayne is dead. Bruce Wayne was killed. After that, his mother, Martha Wayne, became the Joker, or Lady Joker if you want, and his father became Batman. So here Batman was like here Thomas Wayne has a similar costume than the original Batman. But I really like his red eyes on his costume, and his red bat on his chest, like amazing. I really love it. Number 5, House of M. Pietro. I'm sorry for all of Pietro's fan here, but in my opinion, okay, one thing, I love Pietro, okay? Pietro is probably one of the best mutants in the world of Marvel. Anyway, so now that I said that, I just wanted to say something, okay? I think that Pietro is probably one of the most dangerous guy in the world of Marvel, okay? So, why did I say that? I think that in the comics House of M, Pietro is a jerk. I'm sorry, Pietro is a jerk here. He decided to just destroy the Marvel Universe to protect Wanda, just one woman against the X-Men and the Avengers. I can understand that you don't want someone to touch your sister or your brother, but you don't need to kill so many people because you wanted to protect her. Anyway, and the thing that really bugs me in this story is the fact that Wolverine is the fact that a lot of superheroes, like many superheroes here, they thought that Magneto was the super villain. But no! Pietro created like an entire alternate universe just because he wanted to protect his sister. Can you understand? Can you just take that in? Can you understand what I mean? Like, do you understand what I mean? Like, he decided to kill a lot of people because he just wanted to protect his sister. Anyway, in this universe, Pietro was a mutant, and for the first time, all the mutants like they have always wanted in their life. Like this was crazy. Like you're telling me that to give the mutants everything they have always wanted. Like oh my god. This story, I think that you can tell that I am feeling I am feeling some strong emotions about this guy. Next number 4. Wolverine Extreme X-Men. So, you need to know, in another universe, Wolverine, Logan, like there is another version of Logan who loves men. I think that this is absolutely amazing. I am very happy to see LGBT characters, and of course, Logan's boyfriend is Hercules. Just because. Anyway, so Extra X-Men from 2011 or 2012, I am not 100% sure, was a very good series, was a very good comic series to read. I really love this amazing series. Basically, in this series, we learned that Dazzler from the original universe, she teamed up with other versions of the X-Men and Hercules, of course, in order to stop evil version of Charles Xavier. This is just the storyline. And in another universe, we learned that Wolverine has a boyfriend, and his boyfriend, of course, is Hercules. And of course, here Wolverine teamed up with Hercules against the evil version of Charles Xavier. I'm not gonna lie, Wolverine, Hercules, together, probably one of the most powerful couple in the world of superheroes. Not gonna lie, Wolverine. People who are homophobic and they're like, oh my god, I don't want to see LGBT people in my comic book. Okay. I am sure that if the Wolverine were alive, he didn't well alive. I think that if Wolverine was a real character, I don't know how he will feel about you. Like, homophobic people, like, stop being homophobic. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I can say about that. Number 3, X-Men Millennial Visions. So, I highly recommend to read X-Men Millennial Visions. If you are a huge fan of the X-Men like me, and if you really love the idea of multiverse and different Earths, like me, you are going to be happy because there is 2 different comics about the X-Men in different universes. And now I'm going to talk about one universe, X-Men Millennial Vision Big Exchange. Let's go. In another universe, we learned that there was 2 villains. They wanted just like to sterilize the entire humanity. Of course, they also had devices. And they also have a device. And this device was to sterilize people. Of course, the X-Men here, they used their powers and they did manage to prevent it. But when the highly unpredictable X-Men genes came into contact with these devices, Blank Korea, I guess, their genders reverse. So basically, this means that their gender just changed. Their gender just changed. Here, Wolverine is a female, Rogue is a male, Storm is a male. I'm not gonna lie, I love the fact that there is a male version of Storm in the universe. Number 3, Amalgam. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you really love Marvel and DC Comics, and if you have always wanted to see them live together or even fuse together, Amalgam is for you, guy. Amalgam is for you. In another universe, we learned that DC and Marvel characters, they just fuse together, and for the first time, there are so many different characters that basically just fuse together, like Wolverine, Batman. Wolverine and Batman fuse together to create Darkla. And let's talk about Amazon. Amazon is another version of Storm and Wonder Woman, and here Amazon was saved, I guess, by Poseidon. I don't really remember well the story, but I think that she was saved. Harpolita was a Modachi, and after that she did manage to become a powerful superhero. Never going, I'm never forget. I think that I'm never going to forget that Wolf Batman and Wolverine were in the same body. Number two, The Last Man Standing. So yes, I think that I'm going to finish with the X-Men Millennial Vision series, just because I can, because I can. So, in the story, The Last Man Standing, we learned that we learned that Wolverine was the last man standing. Year after a huge war, a lot of people were the victim of this war. The mutants, even the humanity, were the victim of this war, and strangely, the Wolverine's healing factor did manage to keep him alive in this universe. When you know that here almost everything almost everyone is dead and everything is dead. I really love this story because here we learned that Wolverine was almost the only man standing, but there was also different people. There was also monsters here, but yeah, the last man standing, the last man standing, and in the number one spot, the Rex universe. So yes, you need to know, in another universe, in the one of Marvel, there are mutants like X-Men who are dogs. I don't know how I feel about that, I'm not gonna lie. They do everything that the X-Men do and more, I guess, but they are just in the X-Men form. They are just in dogs form. So this video is finished now. I am done with it. I'm not gonna lie, I love talking about superheroes, and I also really love talking about what I also love telling stories. I love talking about what I have read about comic books. So if you want to talk more about comic books, please let your thoughts in the comment section down below. Please, I would like to have more people watching this channel, okay? Like, I need to have more people watching this channel, okay? Like, I really need that, okay? I just need that, okay? And please let your comments in the comment section down below. Let your thoughts. Share this video with your friends, with your family, with your partner. I have no idea. Maybe you are a gay couple. I have absolutely no idea. Yeah. And have a nice day. And please, I would like to know what is the most craziest alternate versions of some superheroes that you know. Have a nice day, everyone. And see you later. Ha ha ha. Bye.